One of the greatest things about the Arkham series is how much it really makes you feel like you're Batman as you're moving around. Yeah. Are there any new features coming in Arkham City that will really enhance that sort of immersive experience?
That's our #1 objective. Everything we do makes the player feel like Batman. And if it doesn't, then we don't include it. And I think the gliding really is something that was really critical to us, because the way that Batman gets around this open world was a completely new challenge to what we faced in Arkham Asylum. So we didn't really have anything to build on, so we knew we had to create a whole new system. And when you think about being Batman in a city, in Gotham, you kind of think about sitting on a gargoyle, looking down into the street, and then just diving off into the darkness and kind of swooping between buildings and carving your way down the streets of Gotham. So the whole momentum-driven gliding system really is designed firstly to be an amazing navigation system, but secondly to make you feel like Batman. And sitting on a gargoyle and being just a total badass, and then striking out of nowhere and just clearing house, that's kind of the #1 thing that gamers are going to be doing a lot of, and I think loving every minute.
And on the subject of clearing house, the free-flow combat system from the original game was definitely the subject of a lot of discussion and a lot of praise from gamers. Is there anything new in that system that we can look forward to trying out?
Yeah, I mean, the question for us to take the free-flow combat system and make it better was a tough one, because it was a really strong start in Arkham Asylum. So we've done a lot of work with the way that enemies will attack you, and then built new double and triple counters in Batman's ability set to take down guys at the same time. So they're not sort of queuing up one by one. You can take 2 or 3 guys out at the same time. We've also integrated Batman's gadgetry into combat, so you can use your explosive gel or backclaw or the wreck or other gadgets without dropping your combo chain, and you've got sort of a quick deployment interface for that as well. So when you watch someone else playing Batman and you kind of see how gadgets and just his normal melee attacks are really seamlessly integrated, it's just freaking amazing. Like, it just looks so sweet. But then when you're playing it yourself and you're making those strategic decisions, yeah, it feels awesome. I'm just so happy that we were able to take the combat that we had already done and been really proud of. I'm so happy we were able to take that to the next level, rather than saying, yeah, it worked well enough, let's just do more of the same. No, it feels like it's much more sophisticated this time around.
Are there any villains in particular that you're excited to have players experience, that you're proud of, or that might surprise people?
There's a lot of surprises, so I'm not going to ruin any of those. It's a tough one. I think Joker's journey in this game is really, really interesting. My personal favorite is Riddler. No, Joker, I don't know. I've always been a Joker guy, but Riddler's, you know, what's happening with Riddler in Arkham City is really, really cool, because in Arkham Asylum, he wasn't physically present in the game. He was just sort of taunting you from a distance. In Arkham City, he is physically there. So if you manage to take down Riddler, and that is going to be a huge challenge for anyone. He's laid down 440 trophies in the game. So to get to him, you need to find every single one of them. And if you get to Riddler and you finally get your hands around his throat, delivering justice at that point is kind of like, it's been coming for 2 full games. Like the kind of pent-up aggression that you have against, like, at that point, that's a really, really special moment. And I think that gamers who like the Riddler's interpretation of the first game are definitely going to do that. But it's all a side mission in Arkham City. You don't have to do any of it in order to finish the main game, but I think hardcore people will.
Is there anything else you want to tell us as we wrap up about Arkham City, what we should expect, what we should look out for?
Batman Arkham City is a big game. To take down all of the villains is about 25 hours. To 100% the game is about 40 hours of gameplay. We've got challenge maps on top of that. There's a whole new challenge campaign mode, as well as custom maps. I think if you liked Arkham Asylum, Arkham City is a better game in absolutely every respect. And I think the review scores that are now coming in, show that gamers and reviewers are kind of in agreement. So we're really stoked to be here, to come to Comic-Con, kind of to be in Gotham City, to finally launch Batman Arkham City. It's literally coming out in 3 days' time, where we couldn't be more happy. We couldn't be more proud as a studio. But the reason why we do it is for gamers. We were making this game for Batman fans, and I think it's really going to be up to them to tell us whether they think we did a good job.
Well, we in Gotham are definitely looking forward to it. Thanks so much, Ology.com. We'll have more from New York Comic Con for you real soon.